Unlocking the Secrets to Success, a Teacher's Guide to Mastery. Let me tell you about Ella, a bright and determined high school junior who was eager to conquer the August 2024 SAT. She wasn't just another student cramming for a test. She was on a mission. And just like you, she knew that mastering the SAT wasn't just about working hard. It was about working smart. So let's dive into the key areas she focused on, areas that can make all the difference between an average score and an outstanding one. First, let's talk about exponential growth and decay. Now, I know these concepts can seem intimidating at first, especially when the SAT throws them at you in ways that feel deliberately tricky. But here's the secret. It's all about recognizing patterns. Exponential growth means something is increasing rapidly, while decay is just the opposite. Things are shrinking, and fast. On the SAT, you might face problems that disguise these concepts in layers of variables and context. But if you can strip it down to the basics, you've already won half the battle. Think about it like this. Once you understand that the base of an exponential function tells you whether something is growing or shrinking, you can start to navigate these questions with confidence. And let's not forget, practice is key. The more you expose yourself to these types of problems, the more intuitive they'll become. Now, let's move on to something the College Board has been sneaky about recently. The double answer notes questions. These are a newer addition, and they're designed to test not just your reading skills, but your precision. Imagine reading a passage where two answers seem to fit. How frustrating, right? But here's where you can outsmart the test. It's not just about finding an answer that could be right. It's about finding the one that is right in the context of the notes provided. This requires a laser focus on detail. I always tell my students, the SAT loves to reward those who read carefully. So, slow down. Think critically, and remember that every word in the passage is a clue. Your job is to find the answer that fits perfectly, not just adequately. And then there's trigonometry with complementary angles. Trigonometry, a word that sends shivers down many students' spines. But here's the thing. Once you understand the relationship between complementary angles, those that add up to 90 degrees, you unlock a powerful tool in your SAT arsenal. The SAT loves to test this in subtle ways, like asking you to simplify expressions using these identities. Picture this. The sine of an angle is the cosine of its complement. It's like two pieces of a puzzle that fit together perfectly. Once you grasp this, those tricky trigonometry problems start to seem a lot less intimidating. And remember, understanding these identities is not just about memorization. It's about seeing how they work together to solve problems efficiently. Next, let's discuss tricky grammar transitions. Grammar might not seem like the most exciting topic, but on the SAT, it's where you can really shine if you know your stuff. Transitions are the glue that holds ideas together in writing. The SAT will challenge you to pick the right word to connect sentences logically, whether it's however, therefore, or furthermore. It's all about understanding the relationship between ideas. Are you showing contrast? Are you adding information? Your job is to pick the transition that best maintains the flow and clarity of the passage. I like to think of these questions as a test of your ability to think like a writer, not just a test taker. Finally, let's talk about Desmos. This online graphing calculator isn't just a tool. It's your secret weapon on the SAT. Why? Because it allows you to visualize complex math problems in seconds. Whether you're dealing with quadratic equations, plotting functions, or analyzing data, Desmos makes it all so much easier. I always encourage my students to get comfortable with Desmos before test day. It's like having a math tutor at your fingertips, one that never gets tired and never makes a mistake. The more familiar you are with its features, the more time you'll save on the test, and the fewer mistakes you'll make. So just like Ella, if you focus on mastering these key areas, you'll walk into that SAT room with confidence. You'll know that you've done more than just memorize formulas. You've learned how to think critically, read carefully, and use tools effectively. And that's how you unlock the secrets to SAT success. Now go out there, apply what you've learned, and show that test who's boss.